Oh. While it was still rolling along. Hello, everybody. Painter must be there. Sorry? One VO, yeah. And then text. Yeah, there were a lot of pursuits yesterday. There was one Mike had too at night last night. It was a lot. Hello, Justin. Yeah. They are frustrated and really disappointed by all of the violence happening. It's terrible. The violence is coming every day to our houses. And it's sad. It's sad for the parents to lose a girl. But it's the reality we live with right now. Okay, so here's a look at the manhunt here in the Silmar, San Fernando area this morning. This is what the streets looked like just a short time ago. As LAPD had a lot of the area closed off. I asked the detective how widespread the search was, but he wasn't exactly specific on the number of street closures they had. It's just that they were looking for a man connected with that fatal stabbing last night. Again, this morning we can confirm that within the last 20 minutes, LAPD says they've arrested the man they've been searching for hours out here. So now this neighborhood, the scene, the perimeter, all of that has been broken down. The streets are reopened again. The students from the school behind me, though, still at that nearby middle school because all this is just happening. So things, hopefully, for the neighbors will get back to usual here. Reporting live in Silmar, Rick Montanez, CBS 11. And I'm assignment manager Mark Liu here at the desk. LA City firefighters had to respond to the report of a train on fire while it was still rolling down the tracks. The Sky Cow was overhead. Let me show you some of that video. You're going to see a cargo train, a freight train as it was, westbound on the railroad tracks towards the Union Pacific Railroad on the northeast part of downtown LA. Now, this was about 5:20 this morning. The 911 call started coming in of people saying they saw white smoke and some flames coming
from one of the cargo containers on this train. Now you can see here, this is a better shot with SkyCal. It's been illuminated. This was a double-decker, two-stack cargo container operation here with one of those cargo containers completely engulfed. Now, firefighters did make contact with the train. They pulled into the Union Pacific rail yard there near the Men's Central Jail in downtown LA. Firefighters immediately got in there and started putting water on that fire. Now, a bit of good news, they quickly determined there was nothing toxic or hazardous inside that container. The bad news, it looks like the entire cargo container may have been engulfed, and inside, firefighters described seeing packages ready for delivery, possibly Amazon packages based on the logo on the outside of that cargo container. Now, there was no injuries here. The fire was finally extinguished. There'll be an arson investigation into what started that fire in that cargo container. And there's also going to be an investigation into just how much of that cargo container can be salvaged, but it's possible it may all be a total loss in there. When that happens, usually the delivery agency or the agency responsible for those packages will contact customers and tell them what's going to happen next with those lost items. Now, is there something that you want to tell us here at the desk? You can text it to us directly using the number you see on your screen, 818-221-2222. You can send us information about something you want us to look into in your community, or if you have pictures or video you want to share, you can text it to that number as well. It'll come right to us here at the assignment desk. That's it from us here at the desk. Send it back to you. Okay, now I've got to edit this other thing. Do I have this other thing? Yeah, car into a wash. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh my gosh, Victor Anastasia. Whistle sounds. Jeez.
November 5th at around noon. That's when about 5 ICE officers surrounded a man in his car and swarmed him. After his arrest, they just left his car's windows and doors open. And again, we do not know the exact circumstances of these arrests, but volunteers who did not want to speak on camera with us told me that ICE is here every week conducting these raids. Again, they also told me that having these ICE raids at court parking lots specifically like this, they feel that it is discouraging people to do the right thing, who want to come to court, by having them right here in the parking lot. Live in Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Rita Nakano. I'll send it back to you.
Oh, wah, 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 wah. This is Canoga Park. Where's the, oh, yeah, that's Browns Canyon Wash. Okay. No, that is not where it is. Okay. You're just on Bryant Street. Okay, chat, hello. What's going on with everybody? Yeah, a lot of pursuits yesterday. A busy day yesterday. This morning, oh, he was doing one of those pursuits from yesterday. Interesting story from this morning, the one that I started on, then Rick moved to. Apparently last night, the Nightside Desk covered a deadly stabbing, a domestic violence-related stabbing, which is always awful. 35-year-old woman stabbed to death by her 35-year-old boyfriend, who then took off running into the neighborhood and disappeared. This was like 9 o'clock last night. LAPD set up a perimeter, but it sounds like they may have reduced the size of the perimeter or perhaps even broken it down. It's unclear. But then this morning, someone apparently spotted the guy still in the neighborhood possibly within the perimeter, possibly not. We're not really sure. So they re-engaged that perimeter and expanded it, and so now they're still looking for this stabbing suspect more than, I guess, 13 hours later in this neighborhood of Sylmar, and it's near a school. It's near Gridley Elementary School. And because of the danger of a violent stabbing suspect near the elementary school, LAUSD has made the decision to literally take all of the staff and students from this elementary school and move them 3.3 miles to the southeast to Maclay Middle School, which is always like mind-boggling to me that these schools are full. I mean, I'm sure that Maclay Middle School is full. It's full of middle school students, and yet there's somehow going to be an entire elementary school's worth of students going into that campus. I mean, it's going to be bonkers, I'm sure. A wild day for both the elementary school students and the middle school students. They probably are, I would guess, excited by it all. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, they're out of harm's way, which is a good thing, but I'm sure that the administrators and teachers at both schools are just holding their heads. It's what a nightmare to have to go with administratively and logistically to get everybody over there. And you still have to teach everybody, so it's going to be quite a busy day at that middle school. While LAPD is still trying to, they're breaking down the perimeter. Is that what Rick said? I didn't hear what he said. Did they get him? Let me see. The perimeter's been breaking down. I'm so busy doing my own story, I didn't even know what happened. Per LAPD, suspect in custody at 9:50. You're right. I missed it. I didn't even see the beginning of the hit. So now the question. Thank you, Lady Di. Now the question becomes, do they bring all the students back to Gridley Elementary? Because if so, I mean, that's just like another huge amount of time of education time lost. Well, good luck to the students and administrators there for both schools today, I guess. So, this coffee is cold. I'm going to stop drinking it. Okay, so bottom of the hour, I'm going to do a Canoga Park car into wash from earlier this morning. Sounds like it's going to be a DUI investigation. And then top of the 11, got an update to a story apparently from a couple of days ago. Annette found it, not me. She put it in. When did it happen? It was April 6th, so that's 3 days ago. Guy wanted for stabbing both of his parents. Yikes. And he's on the loose, got photos of him. I'm going to run some video. So they named him 32-year-old Adam Courtney Brown, stabbed both of his parents multiple times, causing significant life-threatening injuries, but they survived. Whew. Brown is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached. Scary. Oh, boy. Okay, so there's that business. So one of the things that we're going to try and work on here for Behind the Desk, I don't know technically if it's feasible, but one of the things that I would love to be able to show you is to be able to switch the YouTube feed to something else other than this camera. Right now, the only thing that I can do is show you guys, everybody, the image from this camera. But what I would like to do is actually be able to show you like what's exactly on my screen, so you don't have to like look and see this tiny little image here. And I'd also like to be able to switch to like shots of SkyCal and on our other sources. It's a little bit of a technical hurdle for our engineering team to be able to do that, because we're going to have to put basically a switcher box somewhere up here that feeds to something that I can then switch to. So it's another piece of equipment on an already crowded desk, as you can see, but it would make for a really cool and interactive Behind the Desk segment, so that you wouldn't just be like I said, it's like the best I can do is like show you stuff, on like the upcoming video that I'm going to show you for my 10:30 hit here it's kind of hard for you to see it because you're looking all the way over here. I would be able to hopefully the idea is if we get this switcher box, or the engineers have 900 things they've got to work on at the station. There's always something they have to do. So I'm just in that list of 900 things. Mark and Mike want to add the switcher box. They've got to fix another camera. They got to fix a light. They got to fix something on the second floor. They have to do all this stuff. So it's in the list of things to do. But we'd be able to take this full so that you would be seeing that and not me, and I'd be able to switch. It would be a really cool thing to do. It's not a mission critical thing. I keep telling the news director we'd like to get this done, but I understand there are things like a down camera, like a broken camera or a broken light, or like a server that has gone down. Those are like things that need to be fixed like right away. So this is in the list of things that hopefully we'll be able to get done. I hope someday. That would be really cool. I don't even know if it's technically feasible, because we're dealing with a lot of different types of technology that are, I mean, anything's possible, right, with enough expertise. But I just don't know how long it would take or what the budget would be. But it would be really cool, since it seems that people seem to like Behind the Desk. Certainly, Mike says he's got viewers at night that seem to like it too. So we could do an even better show that way, and sort of get an even more behind the scenes look. You could see some of the stuff that I'm like. You could see me edit stuff in real time, right? I could just bring up my edit deck, and then we could all edit together. You know what I mean? We could all look at the video being edited together. So and also you'd be able to see like live pictures from SkyCal, which is kind of cool. Which we've always thought would be like a really cool thing to share online at the desk, like, you know, to literally see things the way assignment editors see them. And edit things the way editors edit them, and see, you know, the data come in. The only thing I can't give you is what I'm hearing on the phone, right? That's probably beyond the technical capacity, or even something we would want to do anyway. But we're trying to give you the best, most immersive view of what it's like to be an assignment editor, without actually being on the assignment desk in the newsroom, which I still think would be a cool place to do the desk. That was where we originally started this concept, the desk, out in the newsroom before the studio was built, because we were renovating this. And if you go back in time to December or October of 2022 is when we started doing this out in the newsroom. And there's a couple of archive videos of me and Mike doing it. No, was it before Mike did it? I can't remember. No, I think Mike did it out there. We did it in the morning show where I was actually at the actual assignment desk. It was the old weather station that we had built years ago, and we didn't really we were using a weather station for the meteorologists, and like I know Evelyn Taft at night did her weather hits from there, Jackie Johnson and people like that. We stopped using it just because we really didn't like it anymore. But there was a camera right there at the assignment desk, and that's what we used to originally start doing the desk way back when we had no idea what we were doing. But that was always really cool. So that was a good time. I really liked it, doing it out there. I get it, there's like more technology here, and we got this big monitor here and all this other stuff, and I get to talk with the anchors. But when I was out there, I could actually talk with other assignment editors. And there was actually, I think, the first pursuit I ever did, I actually had one of the assignments, I think it was either Esteban or Annette back there, actually said something to me about the pursuit, like, hey, there's information about the suspect, blah, blah, blah. And we got that right on the air. It was like one assignment editor saying something to another assignment editor, and that went right on the air. And that was what I always thought would be the coolest thing about the desk, is to watch the collaboration and teamwork. Because the assignment desk is not a solo job in Los Angeles. It's never been a solo job. It's always a teamwork operation. In smaller towns, it can be a solo job. Like when I was an assignment editor in Vegas for a station called KTNV, Channel 13 in Vegas, it was a solo job. I was by myself on the assignment desk. So you do everything yourself, and that's a great way to learn. And that's how everybody should essentially learn to be an assignment editor, or any job in journalism, is to go and do it in a small market. You learn by yourself. You don't make a lot of money, but everybody's young. Everybody doesn't know what they're doing. You make all your mistakes yourself. Everybody's in the same boat as you. But here in Los Angeles, it's a very awesome collaborative team effort to get it done during breaking news. And that was the original idea behind the desk, is to show that collaborative effort, because it really is exciting. It's very exciting to see that. But yeah, so this is what we have. There's still a goal to hopefully one day expand, our operations here at the desk, and see, who knows, who will do it as well. But until then, it's me and Mike. And I miss Mike. He was we worked together for years and years. We were like very, very kindred spirits when it came to the way we handled things on the desk. So we were a great team, and that's why we do the desk out here now. So he's a good friend. We only ever see each other. We make a joke. We only ever see each other if one of us is here really late or one of us is here really early, and usually it means the city is on fire. So it's kind of sad. The only time I get to see my old friend is if something really bad is happening in Southern California. So I have that hanging over my head. I should just go and hang out with him on the weekend, I guess, would be a better way to do it. Okay, am I ready for 10:30? I am ready for 10:30. Bryant Street, Parthenian, DeSoto, and Canoga Park, just before 1 o'clock. Vehicle went into Browns Canyon Wash, took out the chain link fence. One driver was down there. They lifted him up off of a ladder. Cause of the crash is under investigation. Patient being tested for driving under the influence. So, yeah, Mick, guys, a lot of editors nowadays are from YouTube and live streamers. Yeah, yeah, the who does the editing and buys the clips off stringers. It's really interesting. Technology has, and also not only technology, but also labor contracts about who is able to do what jobs in a newsroom, because it's a union newsroom, so certain things are union jobs. A lot of that has changed and really expanded. For a long time, 20 years ago, only videotape editors could edit videotape. That's it. You had to be a union videotape editor to operate an edit deck. And there was a story, like it was 1997 when I was an intern at Channel 7. I was an intern at KABC back when I was in college. And I got in trouble. That's also a union shop in 1997. It was NABET was the union. And I got in trouble as an intern because I ejected a tape out of an edit deck when someone said, "Hey, can you get me that tape?" And they thought the tape, I could touch a tape, I just couldn't touch the edit deck. And one of the, I can't remember, it was a producer, someone said, Mark, can you go and get me a tape out of the edit bay? They thought that the tape was just sitting on the desk. But it turns out the tape was inside the edit deck. So in order for me to get it, I had to hit the eject button. And that meant I touched the deck. And the tape came out, I gave it to the producer. Later, the editor came in and was like, "Who took the tape out of my deck?" And I was like, "Oh, that was me." And it was like, "You are not allowed to touch this edit deck." And I got very close to being written up. It would have been like a write-up, which is not something you want in your file, even though I was just an intern. I mean, you know, I wasn't that, what are they gonna do, fire an intern? But that's how serious it was in terms of the boundaries behind who could do what in a newsroom 25 years ago. That was, I hear you. Yeah, we're good. Those rules have since greatly relaxed. And while there are still, you know, jobs that are restricted to union workers, there's a lot more overlap between the many different kinds of unions because of things like nonlinear editing and specialized technologies that help with that. So that's why the desk is possible, because of these changes in union rules and labor negotiation, labor contracts, and things involving technology. We're able to share a lot more jobs. So, which is why I can do nonlinear editing, which means I can be on camera also to deliver the news stories. I can function as an assignment editor. It's great. It's a great way. We have many multi-skilled employees now that have lots of different skill sets, rather than in the olden days, 30, 40 years ago, everybody only literally did one job and one job only. So you get a much more free-flowing newsroom in terms of like what people can do to get breaking news on the air. It makes things more competitive because every newsroom is like that. Everybody has got to have employees that can do just about every kind of job in order to work seamlessly to get that content on the air. So things are a lot faster than they were 40 years ago. That's why we see things like instantaneous breaking news getting on the air very fast. And it's part of the reason why we do the desk. That's just another way to bring content, to bring stories, the news content to viewers faster and more accurately and more transparently. So, and we can have discussions like this online, which is kind of cool. But I never thought of myself as someone who had been in the news business for a really long time, until I realized I had been in the news business for a really long time. And I remember these days of like getting yelled at for hitting the eject button on a tape deck. You know, that was like my boss at the time, the head of the intern program, was like, "Don't ever do that again, ever." And I was like, "Yes, ma'am, I will not touch it. I will not touch tape deck until I am a union editor one day," which I never was, but you know, that's how things work. So yeah, it also means that it's a lot easier, I think, for young people or people who want to get into the news business to learn the skills that you need, because it's easier to be able to learn on equipment and there's more opportunities for jobs because you can do just about anything now. It means that we're getting a lot more younger people in journalism, which is great. And you don't have to go to a small town. I went to Vegas, which was a medium-sized town. But some people go to even smaller towns. Like when I was first looking for a job, I got offered a job in Buffalo, New York, and Jonesboro, Arkansas. Okay, I was like, I remember. I was born and raised in Los Angeles, and I told my mom and dad when I was in college, like I'm considering a job in Jonesboro, and my father was like, oh, that's. You want to go to Arkansas? It's like so far away, and it's so not like Southern California. But I ended up taking a job in Las Vegas, which was one of the best times of my life. And interestingly, there's so many people at CBS KCAL that actually worked at the same station as me. It's called KTNV. Kalina Strinos was there. No, we weren't all there at the same time, but it's a great station. I was there. Kalina Strinos was there. Tina Patel was there. One of our photogs here, Michael Johnson, was there. Another photog who's now retired, Scott Mackey, was there. One of our other old assignment editors named Mike Christensen was there. He's now a PIO at Burbank Airport. Our current news director, who came up with the idea of the desk, was the news director there. So a lot of times, Las Vegas is a great market to go to come right back to Los Angeles if you're ever interested in journalism. And it's a fun town. It's just a great town. Great news town. I mean, it feels the news in Las Vegas feels like a big city. So many things happen in that town, and it's just full of action. And plus, it's the only town in the world where if you're a young person and you move there and you live there, 5 of your friends will randomly show up on a weekend to visit you. Why? Because they can stay for free in Vegas with you. But like if you move to Jonesboro, Arkansas, 5 of your friends from your life are not going to travel to Jonesboro to visit you. I nothing against Jonesboro, but it's not Vegas, So that was a lot of fun too. Hi, Rach. How are you? Oh, that's okay. I'm just talking to our viewers about the way journalism has changed in the last 30 years. Not only in what jobs you can do and labor negotiations, but also how you get into the business. Like, just talking to Rachel Kim, she's here. When we were in our 20s, you had to go to a small market. You had to go very far away, and
It's called paying your dues.
paying your dues. And I still think it's a great idea. I was telling the viewers, it's because you make your mistakes.
Yep.
It's scary, but everyone is in the same boat.
Exactly.
Everyone's young. Nobody knows what they're doing. They're making mistakes too.
Yep.
And
You come to a market like this,
yep.
and you're more polished,
Yes.
more experienced, you know what you're doing.
yes.
I recommend going to a small
Yeah.
market.
It was, I actually had more fun in the small market that I went to than I did in college. I didn't think I could have more fun in college. I really didn't. But
No, I had a blast. 'Cause
Yep.
It was like my first job.
What was your first
Everybody was
place?
away from home, and y'all became family. You went out together. Those are my lifelong friends,
what was your first market?
Amarillo, Texas.
Amarillo, Texas. Yep.
But good time. All right.
I see you. See you in half an hour. Yeah. See, so Rach had the same experience that I did. A great time in a small market to learn the ropes of journalism, because there's a lot to learn, and you are going to make mistakes. I certainly didn't move very fast when I was an early assignment editor, missed stuff on the scanners. Didn't know how to manage photographers or timetables on how to get people to where breaking news goes, or how to even call a PIO and figure out information, or what is important information. I can remember one of the first stories that I did when I realized I wanted to be an assignment editor and this is like one of the cool stories that I think that I don't know, do I have enough time to do this? I have like 2 minutes. When I was a brand new assignment editor, I got a phone call about a guy who said he had found a dog, and I was like, okay, why are you calling a news station about that? He said, well, it seems like it's a real smart dog. It was wandering in my neighborhood. It looks like it's an old dog. I don't know what to do with it. And I was like, we're a TV news station. I can't do anything about it. Just call animal control. They'll pick it up. And he's like, no, I know, but this dog seems to respond to commands real well. I was like, okay, well, it's someone's trained dog. It's fine. He's like, yeah, and there's one other weird thing about this dog. It's got a tattoo on it. And I was like, what? Someone tattooed the dog? And he was like, yeah, on its underside, it's got like a number, like a serial number. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And I was a brand new assignment editor. I really didn't know anything about anything. And I was like, well, we got to find out what that is. And this was like long before Google, right? This was in the early 90s. I guess Google is just starting, right? But the internet was not, search engines were not a thing. So I had to like call around. I remember calling like veterinarians' offices, like, why would someone tattoo a number on a dog? And the veterinarian told me, it's a seeing eye dog. It's like a service dog, and someone must have lost it. And then that turned into a story. Like, how did someone lose their service dog? It turns out service dog got out, couldn't find its owner. We were able to return the dog to its owner. But what a great story, right? And that's like how, as an assignment, you figure out like, wow, this is a story. Someone's missing their service. It actually ended up being a guy who was blind. All right, I got a hit here. Hold on. Hi. Say again? Yeah. VO and text. Yeah. Into the wash. Yeah, good morning, Amber. LA City firefighters had to respond to reports of a crash, and when they arrived, they found a car had gone through a chain link fence and down into a wash. The driver was still down there. Take a look at some video shot by someone first who was just arriving on the scene. That's the Browns Canyon Wash in Canoga Park. This is near, it's on Bryant Street near Parthenia and DeSoto. Now, this is about 1 o'clock this morning. This person who shot video of the driver and another person down in the wash after that dark-colored car apparently went through that chain link fence and into that flood control wash. Now, LA City firefighters, they arrived on scene. Turns out the driver was able to get out on their own and was ambulatory. That means that person was walking around down there, did have some injuries. Firefighters were able to get one of their ladders down there, and they were able to walk that driver up to the ambulance. That person taken to the hospital with only minor injuries. They're going to be okay. But then our breaking news crew got there after everyone had left, but the car was still down there because it's going to need a heavy-duty tow to get out of there, and that's going to probably happen later in the morning. Now, I talked to LAPD. They said they did respond. They are investigating the cause of this crash. They did say that the driver is being tested for possibly driving under the influence, but that test has not come back yet. We'll call a little bit later on that to see if that ended up being true or not. Now, is there something you want to tell us here at the desk? We will we text it to us using the number you see at your screen, 818-221-2222. You can send us information about something that you want us to investigate in your community, or if you have pictures or video you want to share, you can text it to that number. It'll come right to me or a member of our assignment desk team. That's it here from the desk. I'll send it back to you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Lady Di, it's true. This was again. I don't think they tattoo dogs anymore. You're right. The animals are now microchipped, and so I haven't seen a tattoo story, a dog tattooed in a long time. So that was like a really old way of doing things. I mean, the dog the dog was probably from the early '90s because it was an older dog, and this was like already 1997, 1998 when this happened. So. Yeah, they don't do tattoos like that anymore. And the other thing, Mick Eyes, crazy YouTubers would pay their editors 5 to 10 depending on per content. I know one of the things that's so crazy. I'm so blown away by how easy it is to do nonlinear editing. Of course, now the software we use here is very specialized. It's expensive. I mean, it's a real professional piece of editing software. But being able to just drag and drop stuff, I mean, I don't even know. I know about like 15% of the full functionality of the suite that we use here. It's called Edius. But just being able to drag and drop stuff. Let me see. Where's I've got to edit a piece of video for 11. Let's see. Has it been ingested yet? Let me see. It's supposed to be a Woodland Hill stabbing. Let's see if it's here. Here we go. Whoa, double stabbing. Oh, and they put the suspect in here too. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. So yeah, you could just, I know it's kind of hard to see, but honestly, you just literally like put in points and out points and you just drag it down onto the timeline. And and you just connect these. I mean, I guess most editing suites are like this now. I mean, it just blows my mind the way I used to remember doing it, learning how to do it when I was young with an edit deck. It's super easy. Maybe I should, if I ever get laid off, I should do YouTube video content editing, because I know how to do most of it. So, but I don't want to do any other job at the desk. It's too fun. This is too great. Plus, I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys on behind the desk. So, I'll stick with editing breaking news stories for now. Now this is the guy that they're looking for. He is wanted for stabbing both of his parents. That's not very nice. I have to talk to the producer for the 11 to see if they want train fire or Woodland Hills double stabbing. That's more like it. Okay, Woodland Hills double stabbing or train fire. Hi, this is Mark Liu from the desk. You're doing the 11 o'clock. For the top, I can offer you either the train fire that I had before, or I have a story about the search for a guy who stabbed both of his parents 3 days ago, and LAPD released his photo. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll talk to Caden. Okay. All right, bye. Oh, so it sounds like we may have a big crash that we have to go to. Let me call Caden. He heard it, not me. Let me see. Hi, is Chopper going to some business? Yeah. What is there a slug or something, or what do we know about the crash? Oh. Okay. Okay. Department of Homeland Security. Okay. Vehicle versus dental implant business. That's interesting. Right. Oh, suspect possible Ocean View on-ramp to the eastbound 210, possibly being followed by DHS. Oh.
State Senator Josh Becker has authored 2 recent bills that seek to protect Californians from
Oh, okay.
The senator told us
Okay.
businesses like
Okay. All right, what part of town is this? This is the Ocean View. Oh, La Cañada. Oh my gosh, this is my hometown. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, I know right where this is. Okay. This is my hometown. Okay, got it. Okay, bye. Oh no. It's in La Crescenta. It's in Montrose. On Ocean View Boulevard. So it sounds like this may have been a crash by someone who may have been trying to get away from Department of Homeland Security? I don't know. Omar, no, I'm not a news anchor. I will always be an assignment editor at the desk. This is Ocean View. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So this says black Mercedes SUV versus light pole. Also vehicle versus dental implant business, and then vehicle took off. Cleared a recently impounded vehicle. Per LA sheriffs, suspect possibly Ocean View on-ramp to the eastbound 210, possibly followed by Department of Homeland Security. Ocean View on-ramp to the eastbound 210. Unable to locate on any pedestrian on-ramp or main line. Vehicle impounded and released to the R on 47 released from Glendale PD. I don't know what this is. It seems like a DHS vehicle rolled up on a crash and the vehicle was abandoned. He says no confirmation that this was being followed, only confirming that DHS was on the scene at some point. Huh, okay, well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, they may check this out next. Came in on the tip line Slack. Okay. What is this? Something else. Tesla auto drive crash. Oh no. In Santa Monica, neighbor bought a Tesla about a month ago. Driveway was perpendicular to a downstairs neighbor. Driver used auto drive into Alan's unit. Oh no, Alan. Oh no. Alan says someone drove their Tesla into his unit. Oh, on Raymond Avenue in Santa Monica. Oh, bummer. Poor Alan. Oh, Alan, I'm sorry. There's a Tesla inside your place. Huh, how did that happen? Oh, well, how did that happen? It auto drove? Neighbor bought a Tesla on a driveway is perpendicular to downstairs neighbor. Oh, yeah, right. It just goes right. Oh, yeah, look at that. That must, or is it this way? Or maybe this way. Oh, yeah, this way. It auto drove right through the wall. Oh, no. Oh, poor Alan. Oh, well, okay. So this is in Santa Monica. I'm guessing it must have gone down this way because this seems like this going uphill would not have worked. I bet it's like this. I bet a Tesla came out from right under there and went straight through into this house. Huh. Okay, well, Chopper's gonna do that next after they check out this other thing. Oh, where is he? Where's Chopper? Okay, we're almost to La Crescenta. Let's check. I wish I could show you the Chopper. Well, let's look at live pictures here. Chad, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna show you the best I can here. Chopper. Let's get a look. I'm gonna try and put it on the screen. Let's see where we are. Let's go right up here. All right, let's see. Yep, that's ocean view. All right. Oh, go. No, this is not what I want to see. Stop it. I'll go like this. It's a little bit behind. Oh, okay. That is a dental implant. Okay, business. It's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. Hi. So, Chopper's coming up overhead. It's an abandoned vehicle. Crashed into a pole. There's some possibility that Department of Homeland Security was involved here. CHP doesn't know. They may have come upon it. Whoever was driving this car might still be on the loose. I mean, if this is big enough for you, I'd be happy to do this for you. It's totally up to you. Okay. I mean, they're looking for somebody. They said, let's see, I'm going to double check that, but I'm almost certain they said. Party took foot bail. That's all I know. So yeah, I think that they're looking for somebody. So yeah. Okay. Chopper may not be there live for you because that's in. What do you mean? But yeah, but you still want me to do it though. Okay, yeah. But I don't think they're gonna stay. I mean, this doesn't look like something that Stu would stay 20 minutes for. So yeah. Okay. Very well. Bye. Okay. All right. Huh. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. I mean, I was going to do it for the top of the 11. Yeah, I mean, I do. It's a car that crashed into a pole, and the driver got out and ran. Don't know if he's in custody or not. So, you want me to slam this into the? I can't. I know this. It says that it seems that the DHS vehicle rolled up onto the crash and the vehicle was abandoned. So, I mean, that's what we have. I can't say that the DHS was actually following this guy. So, yeah, okay, bye-bye. Although that does look like DHS. That's ICE, yep. So yeah, you can see the They're coming up on scene here. Oh, looks like they're going to abandon ship here. Ice was down there. $10.17. Let's see. Should eastbound or westbound? To locate on embankment. So.
In a hotel bar in New York, an apartment is gathering 10 women and 8 men in separate rooms
This event is all about in-person connection.
for an event called
I'll come over there,
Unseen
Justin.
Connection, where blind
I'll come
dating
over there.
takes on new meaning.
Let's listen to LA County Sheriff's Crescenta Valley Station. Something tells me they may have had something to do with this. LA County Crescenta Valley.
15 minutes with no peeking. Men are even escorted to their tables.
When did this happen? This happened at 10.
It's an idea straight from reality TV. Shares Netflix's Love is Blind and decades before the dating game.
If you were my glasses, what would I see when I look through you?
Unseen Connection started in Europe. Harvard is helping bring it to the U.S. in partnership with her own dating startup Radius.
You cannot tell someone's essence in a photo or even a video.
One Forbes survey found 80% of people who use dating apps feel burned out by them. A big complaint is superficiality of swiping. Joe Melendez says even without his eyes, he found more here than on apps.
It's fun because now you're exploring like different territory. It's not just sight, it's just like actually trying to connect with people.
3, 2, 1, blindfold off.
At the end of the night, everyone gets a glimpse that can challenge assumptions.
I was picturing him with like curly blonde hair and kind of like young and he didn't look like that. Like short hair, super cute guy.
Looking for love in a whole new way. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Oops. Okay. Let's try CHP. CHP. Altadena. It'd probably be Altadena, right? It's not Temecula. It's not Arrowhead. It's not West LA. Not Newhall. It's not West Valley. Probably Altadena.
Is there something that CBS LA should investigate? Call the CBS News California Investigates tip line at 818-655-2442.
I do. Thank you, Ray. All good. All set. All right. We can do this. I know it. This one's the hardest one. Yeah. Because I feel after the second Tesla, like you're gonna see behind me.
Hi.
Here we go again. One more time. One more hour.
Yeah, I heard on Raymond, the Tesla went through into the house. Poor Alan. Oh. Oh. But Alan's right in the middle of it all. I feel bad for Alan. Okay. All right, very well. Okay. All right. Wait a minute, hold on. Southbound.
Don't cry. What? I'm not crying. Now I'm gonna spot you crying.
Yeah, just dance it out. Just dance it out.
Let's do this, Mark.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay.
All right, that's good. Okay, thank you.
That's good.
Next on CBS LA at 11 a.m., a man wanted in connection with a woman's murder is in police custody after hours of searching. Plus, a plea from LA Unified parents hoping to prevent a looming teacher strike. And feeding time in Big Bear. We check in on the new bald eagle family. Amy, how was Tyler's event?
It was good.
What did he get?
Well, he was in the
I love
top 15 at the school. Actually, he was in the top 5 at the school for raising money.
Yay,
So
go Tyler.
they got to pancake the principal.
Oh, how cute.
Then they got awards, and he got like a free kids meal.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Was he happy you were there?
Yes, he was surprised. He didn't know, so he was very happy.
Uh,
Love it.
that's fine. All right, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. We're probably going to be ending the stream shortly.
Hey, Cordell, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay.
CBS LA Mornings starts with breaking news.
Welcome to CBS LA at 11 on Channel 2, simulcasting on KCAL 9 and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Rachel Ken. Breaking news right now, an hours-long manhunt in Sylmar for an accused killer is over. CBS LA's Rick Montanez has the latest on the intensive search that started last night.
LAPD confirms just before 10 o'clock they finally tracked down the man they have been looking for since late last night when they responded to that deadly stabbing up the street from here. This morning we want to show you this campus here. Ridley Montanez